Almost every night, a sleepwalking neighbor shows up in the backyard and starts doing genuinely disturbing things. A woman named Mandy, who lives in western Massachusetts, began sharing dozens of unsettling videos on TikTok, all captured by security cameras around her home. In each clip, the same pattern repeats. The neighbor lives nearby, yet for some reason, she regularly walks over to Mandy's house late at night and wanders around the property, behaving in a strange and unsettling way. It was later revealed that the woman suffers from a severe form of sleepwalking, and for reasons no one can explain, she seems drawn specifically to Mandy's yard. In the footage, she can be heard making disturbing noises, growling, hiding as if someone is after her, approaching the front door, and whispering in an eerie voice, asking to be let inside. Mandy has repeatedly asked her neighbor to either secure her home at night or seek medical help, but the issue has been ignored.
All right, so she ran up through there, and then she came behind that tree, and she ran this way. It looked like she went either behind that shed with the garage door or between the two sheds, but I'm not 100% sure. I know she ran in this direction. However, it was so far away that I couldn't tell if she actually went behind and into the woods or if she just went down the driveway and onto the road.
She has also contacted the police multiple times, yet nothing has changed, and the nightmare continues. A woman named Anne uploaded this video to her YouTube channel back in 2014, showing what happens to her at night while she sleepwalks. Using a webcam, she recorded herself night after night, suddenly sitting up in bed while remaining completely asleep. In the comments, many people debated the authenticity of the video, but Anne insists that this still happens to her to this day. She wrote, "Guys, this video is not fake. I do this still to this day. It looks like I'm awake, but I'm not. And I look at the camera because it's a night cam, which has these red little lights on it, and I think that attracted my attention. Also, don't be scared. I'm not a scary person. It looks scary, but that's about it." Anne says she finds the footage funny, but there is something genuinely unsettling about her blank stare straight into the camera, especially when you realize she is completely asleep. This is Jake, and he suffers from sleepwalking. Every other night, he gets out of bed and starts talking to himself, muttering random words and wandering around the house. One night, his girlfriend woke up and decided to record him while he was acting strangely. After watching several of the videos she captured, a clear pattern begins to emerge.
Jake. What are you doing? Why? Jake. Mom, where are you going?
Where is it?
Jake?
Jake appears to be constantly searching for something, but never seems to find it. Each time, he keeps repeating the same phrase, "Where is it?" while frantically looking around. After a few minutes, he eventually lies back down and goes to sleep. By morning, he has no memory of any of it. Lee Hadwin is a man with no formal art training who doesn't even know how to properly hold a pencil while awake. Yet while asleep, He creates artwork that has shocked people around the world. He has a YouTube channel with only a handful of videos, all filmed by his wife while Lee was asleep and drawing. It all started in childhood. In the mornings, his parents would find drawings on walls and sheets of paper that had appeared overnight, created while he was still asleep. Over time, his work became more detailed and refined, landscapes, faces, and abstract patterns. When Lee wakes up, he has no memory of what he created and admits that during the day, he's completely unable to recreate the drawings he makes in his sleep. Some of his pieces have sold for thousands of dollars, earning him the nickname the Sleepwalking Picasso. His story has been featured on television and covered by major media outlets around the world. Doctors believe this is caused by a rare form of sleepwalking, in which a person is able to create art while remaining completely unconscious. 12-year-old Isabel from New Zealand has an unusual form of sleepwalking. Not only does she walk in her sleep, but she also plays the piano while remaining completely unconscious. One of her relatives recorded one of these episodes and shared it online, where the video quickly went viral and caught the attention of people around the world. In the footage, Isabel can be seen standing at the piano with her forehead resting against the lid, gently swaying as she begins to play a few soft chords. At one point, you can even hear her quietly snoring. Her family says this behavior isn't unusual for her. Sometimes, she simply wanders around the house while asleep. When relatives showed her the video the next day, Isabel had no memory of playing the piano that night. This moment was captured on camera at 3:13 a.m. in a family's bedroom in New York. The footage shows a girl who is sleepwalking and suddenly frightened her sister. 17-year-old Amanda Angelo is visibly distressed as she tries to get her 16-year-old sister Lexi to stop staring at her.
Lexi? 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 Hey! Stop staring at me like that! Alexis! Yo, you're starting to freak me the fuck out! Mom!
When she gets no response, she begins calling for their mother. Lexi stands silently, staring in an unsettling way, completely unaware of what's happening around her.
Away from me. Stop! Why are you crying? She's just standing here staring at me.
Max. Hey. I got you down.
Later, Amanda said she doesn't understand why her sister was staring at her like that in her sleep, but noted that during these episodes, Lexi often seems to be specifically searching for her. This is 9-year-old Julia, and she began sleepwalking regularly, even though at first she didn't believe it herself. Everything changed when her mother decided to start recording her nighttime behavior. At first, Julia would simply wander around the house and then return to bed, but soon, the sleepwalking became more intense and unsettling. Almost every night, she goes into the kitchen and starts doing strange, unexplainable things. Sometimes, she even opens the front door and tries to go outside. There were times when Julia would wake up in the morning in a completely different room, with no idea how she got there. In one of these moments, her mother had to intervene urgently when Julia tried to start a lawnmower. Another unsettling story comes from California. A woman was caught on a home surveillance camera, repeatedly trying to open the wrong door, all while sleepwalking. She knocked several times, tried to force the handle, and even attempted to break a window.
What is going on? What is going on? I will shoot. I have a gun. Why? What are you doing?
The homeowner, a woman named Kathleen, was terrified and called the police.
A crazy person in my house. I don't know what's going on.
When officers arrived, the woman was still trying to get inside.
Hi.
Do you live here?
No, I don't.
So why are you banging on the door?
Because my friend was there.
Authorities took her for evaluation. She turned out to be 30-year-old Lily, who explained that in her dream, she was locked out of her own home and believed she was just trying to get back in. Another unsettling case involved a girl named Emily. One night, while she was working on her homework, she heard strange noises coming from the kitchen. She stepped out of her room, turned on the lights, and saw something she would never forget.
Guys, you need something?
Her younger brother was wandering around the house in a daze. He was sleepwalking. For no apparent reason, he dragged a rug out of the kitchen and down the hallway. Then he began pacing back and forth, whispering strange things to himself. Emily tried gently waking him up, but he didn't respond at all. And then, completely out of nowhere, he burst into tears. This guy uploaded a video to YouTube titled, "My Creepy Roommate Sleepwalks." In it, he explains that his roommate Randy walks in his sleep at night, something Randy himself didn't believe was true.
Alright, hey guys, it is currently 11:47 p.m. right now, and I'm setting up the camera to see if Randy's sleepwalking, because I think he is. He says it's not, so I'm just going to leave the camera running to find out.
To prove it to him, a camera was set up at 11:47 p.m. At 1:19 a.m., the footage shows Randy slowly coming down the stairs, almost like a ghost. After standing there for a moment, he opens the front door and walks outside. It isn't until 3:18 a.m. that Randy finally returns to the house. Later, his roommate asks him where he went in the middle of the night, but Randy insists he doesn't remember anything and had no idea he even left the house. It almost feels as if something sinister takes over the woman while she sleeps, and that impression is clearly visible in the footage. A man named Aaron set up an infrared camera facing the bed he shares with his wife due to her sleepwalking. At night, she would wander around the house in a disorganized, erratic way, and out of curiosity, Aaron decided to capture it on camera. What happened next shocked not only his wife, but Aaron himself. In the footage, you can see her sleeping peacefully at 2:34 a.m. when suddenly something deeply unsettling occurs. After witnessing this, it's hard not to think that Aaron might hesitate to sleep in the same room with her, at least for a while. Aaron says his wife has no memory of this episode at all. On the recording, her face twists into a strange, disturbing expression. Her body jerks, and then she falls back asleep as if nothing ever happened. It's genuinely unsettling to watch. What do you think could have caused a reaction like this? Is it really possible to make such an expression involuntarily while asleep? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Her husband was constantly being woken up by her nighttime wandering around the house. Almost every night, she would get out of bed and aimlessly move from room to room, completely unaware of what she was doing. Over time, this began to scare him, and the couple decided to install cameras throughout the house to better understand what was happening to her while she slept. What they discovered in the footage was deeply unsettling. The recordings looked so strange that at times, they didn't even feel real.